Hello, everybody. It's me, Mark, with Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. Well, it's Thursday, so I'm going to do a What's New Thursday episode. I have to apologize. I did not do my Friday comic book challenge for Saturday. Um, the challenge was 10 comic books that will never leave your personal collection. And I started to do it, and I stopped doing it because, well, as you may or may not know, I used to have a huge DC Charlton collection. I had every Charlton action hero: Captain Atom, Blue Beetle, Nightshade, Question, Thunderbolt, Judo Master, Son of Vulcan, Sarge Steel, Peacemaker. I had every single one of those books. I was missing like two out of the whole set. And I think those were the inexpensive Captain Atom ones. And I had a huge DC collection. I would say about 20, 25 long boxes. I don't know how many short boxes. I had Allied moving packing boxes where you could fit one, two, three, four, like four stacks of comic books in them. They were about 2 feet tall. I had about 5 or 6 of those. And I know they were cheap when I got them because I started collecting them back in the early 80s. But I had Brave and the Bold 28 up. I had Showcase 33 up. Continuous. I know they, like I said, they weren't expensive at the time. I think I got the Brave and the Bold 28 for like $75 at the time. But now it's worth like a gazillion dollars, right? I bought a Showcase number 4 for $1,000 at one point because at the time I bought it, it was considered the second Silver Age book. The first appearance of Martian Manhunter and Detective was considered the first Silver Age book at the time. So I got that Showcase 4 pretty cheap. And then when whoever changed the rules, changed it around, and it became the first Silver Age book, the Detective Comics with the first appearance of Martian Manhunter dropped. So I was able to get that one too. But I had huge collections. And it all ended up about 6 to 8 feet underwater when a hurricane came through. So I lost all those books. So then I started a second collection. I was like, well, I'm not going to buy DC books because I've already bought them. I already had them. So I bought Marvel books this time. I had Captain America, Fantastic Four, Daredevil, Marvel 2-in-1, Marvel Team-Ups. Did I say Daredevil? I said Daredevil. Thor. And I must have had 15, 20 long boxes of those. And when the other hurricane came and it ripped the roof off the house, we had rain for about 3 consecutive days. So they were all just totally ruined. Now remember, back in these days, we didn't have comic book insurance. There was no such thing as collectible insurance. Homeowners insurance didn't cover it. So I lost those collections. So in making the video, I realized there are no books that I will always keep in my personal collection forever. Because you never ever know when your personal collection will disappear. Whether it be through flood, or fires, or storms, or theft, or silverfish invasion, or rodents, or whatever. You can't keep your books forever all the time. You want to try to, but you can't. So that's the reason I didn't do the top 10 challenge for the Friday comic book challenge. But now I'm on my third collection, and I'm doing Archies. Not all Archies. I do read some other books, but I'm doing mostly Archies. And to start us off, at my local comic shop this week, I got Archie X, The Army of Darkness number 3. This is a Bill Galvin cover. He did a lot of the Archie back in the day. I have one behind me somewhere. Hold on, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. I believe that's his up there. Alright, coming back down. My dog's here. That has a really cool... Come here. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, now you're looking at the top of my head. This is my dog. Look, duck. Duck. This is my dog. Yes, I'm not opening stuff today. Thank you for the kiss. He likes to come in when I do my videos because he always thinks I'm unboxing something. And he has a nest under the bed of bubble wrap and socks and random toys. Yeah, go on. I'm not opening anything. Sorry. Sorry about that. That's my dog. Where was I? Issue 3. Really cool book. I love the cover. It's got Sabrina on the front. She's like, Archie, this nice man has found my aunt's old family cookbook. And it's the evil book that makes all the bad stuff happen. Sabrina's not in it. They do make a mention of her. Ash actually asks Archie, he's like, this is what's got to be done. Unless you happen to know some wizards or witches that can fix this problem. And Archie's like, well, I kind of do, but I lost your number. So that's the only reference to Sabrina. And I thought that was really cool. The second book I got, this is a DC book. This is The Fury of Firestorm #1. And as you may or may not know, I'm a huge Firestorm fan. Firestorm was my gateway superhero into comic books. I think up until just before the New 52, or Hurricane Charlie, when I lost my collection, I had every single appearance of Firestorm in the DC universe. I had Firestorm the Nuclear Man, I had the Fury of Firestorm, I had his Justice League appearances, I had his DC Comics Presents, his Brave and the Bold, his backup Flash stories. I think he was in a Secret Origins book. I had them all. Crisis on Infinite Earths, he was in that. Every limited series that he was in, I had every single comic book appearance of Firestorm because I was a completist at the time. So I picked this one up to see how it would go. I know Firestorm's gone through some changes. He was someone named Jason and the Professor at one point, but for some reason he's back to being Ronnie Raymond and Professor Stein. And it looks like to be like a really good series, so I picked that one up. I was really happy with that one. So I got the foil-y one too. Shiny foil. Ooh, fire. Oh, look, in the fire you can even see there's Professor Stein with the glasses. And that's Ronnie. Right now, I don't think either one of them's in control. It's just the fire matrix itself. I also got the regular cover of Archie X Army of Darkness #3. I didn't want to get this cover, but it was in my pull box, and I didn't want to diss on my local comic shop by not getting it and putting it back on the shelf. And then Alan from Comic Collector Geek and Stray Flexen had a flame sale on Sunday towards the beginning of the month. Took a week for this stuff to get here, and since it was at the beginning of the month, I had lots of money to spend. So the auctions at the end of the month are really hard to do. The auctions at the beginning of the month are very easy to do, because I get my VA disability check and it's all at the front at the beginning of the month. So I got my Katie Keene Spectacular #1 from 1956. This one is a CGC Universal grade book. It's a 4.5. I can't read this book because it's inside plastic, but I did read it online. A really interesting book. It's got Katie doing fashions. It's got Sis doing fashions. It's got other characters in there that are in Katie Keene doing fashions. But what was really neat is they had designs for trailers and classy cars and yachts, and it was a different take. compared to what she normally has in her books. But I'm happy to have that one. And the last one I'm going to show today is Real Life Comics number 22. This is from March of 1945. It's wartime storybook. There's 8 stories in here. The book ran from 1941 to 1952, and I believe there was like 59 or 60 issues. And it's put out by Pines Publishing, which I've never heard of. There's 2 reasons I got this book. One, when I was in the service, I was an 88 Kilo, which is a watercraft operator. And at one point in my military career, I operated an old World War II Alligator. It was with a National Guard unit down in South Carolina, somewhere in the swampy South Carolina area. And the second reason I got it is it's an Alex, I'm terrible with name, Alex Schoenberg cover. It's see it right there, it is signed. And everyone always says you have to have one of his covers, you have to have one of his books. So I finally have one of his covers and one of his books, and this was only like $30, so I'm not going to complain about that. The only thing I can complain about is I was really interested in the story about the alligators. And sadly, it was just like a little quarter-page story in text. There was no pictures or anything on the inside cover. And that was it. So out of the 8 stories that are in this book, well, they consider it 9 with that text story. I was kind of like, it's kind of jippy. But I still like the book. I still love the cover. So that's what I have for this week. Tuesday I'll be doing a fun Tuesday book review. And then next Thursday I will do another What's New Thursday. I did get a great big book. What is my great big book? I don't know where my great big book is. I was going to give you a little sample. I could have sworn it was here on the desk. There's so many books. Hold on, everybody. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Here's the back cover. I'm going to be like Alan at Comic Collector Geek and just give you a sample. This is going to be my big book for next Thursday, everybody. I'll see you then. And always remember, read your books and enjoy. Bye-bye.